Okay, the Prime Minister's Twitter handle has just put out some images of the inaugural, which of course you've been seeing on your screens. Nice, nice clean shots. Good photography has been done. One of his is of him carrying the Sengol into the Lok Sabha, and one of course is outside, one is inside. And he's let me just read out what he has actually tweeted out, rather what his account has tweeted out. As the new building of India's parliament is inaugurated, our hearts and minds are filled with pride, hope and promise. May this iconic building be a cradle of empowerment, igniting dreams and nurturing them into reality. May it propel our great nation to new heights of progress. And this is the tweet that is being put out. We'll put it out on your screens very, very shortly. Okay, lots of callers apparently have been waiting with us through the break. Who do we have with us, PCR, right now? Do we have Sasikala? Sasikala from Hyderabad. Sasikala ji, go ahead.
Very good day, Mr. Rashid. I always watch your programs. They are conducted very well.
Thank you, ma'am.
And today is I want to express my views about today. Actually, for India, it's a historic day. It's a historic day. And, when the whole country has inaugurations and symbols inaugurated by the previous prime ministers of the Congress government, why can't Mr. Modi inaugurate a historic thing like Mr. Modi? I am a political person, not belonging to any party, but I'm speaking as a citizen of India. So it makes everything...
Yeah, ma'am, but we have a difficulty, ma'am. You know, there'll be somebody whom you dislike, and even if they do something good, which is right and well done, it becomes difficult to like it, and that's okay. That's okay for people, you know, who don't like Narendra Modi, will never like him and will have a problem with him. That's perfectly fine to say, I don't like this guy. But the parliament is a good thing, we needed it, so good it's done, and if he's inaugurating it, okay, fine. We'll make a principled objection, but let's be there. 1 hour, let's put a truce for India. I'm really sad that didn't happen. Genuinely, I spent 4 or 5 days on this channel. You know, many people think that, when the channel is discussing things and I'm not sitting here, that I have no role to play. Actually, everything that is being formulated, of course, is being done through an editorial structure that I lead. So we ran 4 days of appeals for the Great India Truce. I'm sorry to say those 4 days of appeals failed. Ram Narayanan is joining us from Chennai. Ramji, go ahead.
Yeah. Sir, good morning.
Good morning, Ramji. Go ahead.
Sir, I am very proud to be a Tamilian in India, because our Sengol has find a place in the parliament which will live forever, where the representatives of the people are there to write the future of this country. Am I right, sir?
True that, sir.
And when Sonia Gandhi is allowed to inaugurate a assembly, why can't the elected Prime Minister who has got a majority in the Lok Sabha should inaugurate the parliament?
Well,
it's not it's right.
Well, there are some people who have already decided their views on this matter, sir. And I'm sorry. Finish your thought.
And RJD has tweeted that it is like a coffin. And in future, won't they come to the parliament and sit in the coffin?
Yeah, I can tell you why they've done that, sir. The RJD has treated the picture of a coffin because they want you to be discussing the RJD, right? Otherwise, you wouldn't have been discussing the RJD today. You have been discussing the parliament. So that's how politics unfortunately works, sir. It's very cynical, it's very ugly, and they try to make Katputlis out of us, puppets out of us, and sometimes they succeed. And I promise you, and I'm telling you this honestly, sir, there are political advisors, some ex-media journalists who become political advisors, who also advise political parties, that the more obscene thing you say, the more Nautanki drama you do, the more coverage you'll get, the more people who will be upset with you. Because if you upset the people who don't like you, you will make the people who like you happy and defend you. All sorts of, you can say, psychology or psychosis is applied to these things, and in many ways, for the Hindi term, sir, we are made the bakras, which is you and me, the people of this country. But that's what the RJD is doing. Of course, it's a insensible, not a very poignant, lacking gravitas tweet for sure, but they put it out knowing full well what they're doing. It's not an accident, I'm sure. Okay, all right. We have Mr. Bindra from Mohali. Mr. Bindra, if you can hear us, go ahead.
Yes, I'm very proud moment for every Indian to have new parliament. And it don't belong to Modi or BJP, it belongs to whole nation. Okay?
Yes.
So we should be proud and we should not discuss the negative point, who has not come, who has what RG has made. We should not discuss these things.
I'm trying my best not to, sir. I will try harder. Okay.
We should discuss good things. We are having a very good parliament and it is very spacious. It belongs to nation. It is a temple of democracy. So we have made
Okay.
everything-
Siddharth, can you send me these photos, please, on my touchpad? Let me try to zoom in on them so that we can see the inside of the parliament. And can we just can I get this photograph on my touchpad, please? You can just send it to me. Let me open this up. Let me try to show you the inside shot. Can we also read what these plaques say by zooming in? I can see the name of the Prime Minister. Of course, I can see the motif of the design on the sides is very similar to the preamble of India's constitution. So I think the motifs are probably coming from there, which is the ribbon-like thing on the side, on the borders. So can we just zoom in? If you send me both of the things, I'll zoom in. Meanwhile, let me quickly get Mr. Chandra back into this conversation. Mr. Chandra, can we settle the issue about he said, she said, he didn't come, she didn't come? Because politics is only going to begin, sir. It's not going to end. We know we are in political silly season for the next 1 year. Mr. Chandra, Sandeep ji.
Yeah, Rishabh ji.
Yeah, can we put the matter to rest, sir, about who came, who did not come?
We should put the matter to rest. You see, fact of the matter is this, that the whole event is done and dusted. Prime Minister has inaugurated. He is the man to be given the credit for it. And not only that, expanding the context, Rishabh ji, look how world leaders are appreciating our Prime Minister. This is for the first time. It is not a coincidence. The president of a country, Papua New Guinea, he bends down and touches Prime Minister Modi's feet. In Hiroshima summit, President of the USA comes across and wishes Mr. Modi, gives him a hug. The Australian Prime Minister, Anthony Albanese, he calls Mr. Modi, you are the boss. And the most important thing, a devout Hindu Prime Minister of UK, Rishi Sunak, if you saw the body language, full marks to him. It was like a school child greeting the headmaster. So Mr. Modi is a person who walks the talk and he is a person who leads from the front. Another great quality which no other Prime Minister has ever had is that Mr. Modi takes the bull by the horns. Not only does he take the bull by the horns, Rishabh ji, he overturns it.
Okay,
and
I'm just sorry to interrupt you. I can tell you. So there we go. So this is, I've zoomed in. So this is, it just says dedicated to the nation by Shri Narendra Modi, Prime Minister, in the august presence of Shri Om Birla, Speaker Lok Sabha, Sunday the 28th of May 2023. And it is also been noted, they've also given the date in the, I'm sorry, I can't read this perfectly, okay. But I can tell you it's been done in Hindi, in English, and to the best of me, from what I can read from a slightly blurry image, this is in Sanskrit. Aarti, can we just check on this? Okay, so that's what the plaques say. I mean, done in 3 languages. And yes, the borders of the plaques, I can tell you, are exactly like the preamble of India's constitution. So that's where the motifs of these borders that you see in the gold, that gold leaf is exactly like the preamble of India's constitution. And okay, so this is this image. Let me try to open the next one. Okay, now here it is. We finally get to see something I can zoom into in peace. Look at this is the peacock motif, right? We're talking about the peacock thing. So this is of course the Prime Minister walking in with the Sengol, right? So I'm going to focus on what we're not talked about. So you can see the peacock motif has been emblazoned into the fabric of all the seats as well. The 880 seats, you can clearly see that this is seat number 279, okay, and it has been etched into the peacock motif, even into the dividers between the seats, into the seat benches. And you can see the peacock motif is carried forward at the very top, and these are the windows from where you get sunlight into the Lok Sabha, and you can see the peacock motif is there. This is a front angle of the peacock. This is towards the right is a side angle of the peacock, so this motif has been taken everywhere. Now there is a visitors gallery, and you can look at the visitors gallery here, and one here, there's another one here, there's one in the center as well. Large visitors gallery and large media galleries also that have been made available. So we're getting a nice shot at what the you can clearly see the microphone systems. If you see from the other side, there is even a media console that has been provided. So you're getting a nice shot of what the Lok Sabha now looks like. The carpet also, if you can see at the bottom of your screens, is that turquoise green color and carrying on with the peacock motif. And of course, the Rajya Sabha is a bit different. The Rajya Sabha is carrying on with the lotus motif. And yes, there will be people who will say, "Oh, lotus is a symbol of the BJP." The lotus was an important Indian symbol well before the BJP. The lotus is in fact even found in the India Gate, which was built by the British to commemorate their war dead in the First World War. Could it be very tongue-in-cheek for them to have done it in the Rajya Sabha? Probably. Would it have escaped that notice? No. But can we get behind that controversy? Well, I'm hoping one day we do. Okay. I'm going to put some more images on our screens as they come our way, but I'm guessing we had a quick chance to have this conversation. I'm going to have to take a very short break, very shortly, but let me get Rajan Lakshmi Joshi into this conversation. Okay, Rajan Lakshmi Joshi, now we're going to hear from the Prime Minister, both in the Mann Ki Baat and his speech on Parliament. Is expected to be a very short speech dedicating the Parliament to the people of India. What should government do next? Should the next session be in this session, in this Parliament? Should it still be in the old Parliament? Should it be open to the public for touring until it actually becomes a functioning Parliament? What should we do next?
Rishabh, just on a humorous note, I would say that let the people, let the opposition members, who have not been a part of this inauguration, let them at least have an experience of this new Parliament. Because then, by the way things are going, we don't know right now after 2024, they may not be able to even enter the Parliament. That is how it looks like. But yes, I would definitely love the public, the people to actually be able to visit the Parliament and see how it feels and get get some kind of an experience of how the Parliament functions and just take a look at it. And understand what exactly it is, because PM Modi always speaks about Jan Bhagidari. Maybe that will inspire people to actually become a part of this process and maybe participate more, not just by contesting elections, but actually participating in it.
I'm going to take a couple of our callers, then I wanted to show you inside Parliament also. Rajat, my colleague, I believe, has gotten access now. Anil is joining us from West Bengal. Anil, quickly. Okay, Abdul from Bangalore. Abdul ji, go ahead.
Yeah, good morning. Today is indeed a very great pride for the nation, and Prime Minister has shown that from all four corners of India, the priests, the mullahs, the other priests, everybody has come and blessed. It is very, very good. Only thing is, I don't know why these people, they are opposing it, maybe because Papu is no more in Parliament.
Okay, yeah, well, then the name calling is something we have a penchant for also, which you're free to do so. People call Narendra Modi names also. Okay, but it's something that we should try to avoid. 1 hour we can do and stand with this country. I know it's irritating for many people who find politics doing it. We've got some of the seers who were there this morning standing by. I'm going to go across on that. Let me just take the last few callers, and then, ladies and gentlemen, we'll come back after Mann Ki Baat. Sundaraj from Hyderabad. Sundaraj, if you can hear us, go ahead. Sundaraj, if you can hear us. Okay, no, we don't have it. Okay, so we have now Rajat Tandon, my colleague, has managed to get inside the Parliament building. This is going to be in Hindi, ladies and gentlemen. I'll get you an English version very shortly. Let's listen into what Rajat has reported.
संसद में जो पूजा अर्चना थी वो आपने सुबह देखी। ये मकर कॉल इसका नाम दिया गया है। ये नई बिल्डिंग और यही से एंट्री होगी जितने भी एमपीज हैं जो जाएंगे। और अभी भी आप देखेंगे कि लगातार जो सांसद है वो यहाँ पर मौजूद है। यहीं से अंदर जाएंगे जितने भी सांसद हैं। और यहाँ पर अभी सेल्फीज का दौर चल रहा है। जितने भी सांसद आ रहे हैं सब एक दूसरे को ग्रीट कर रहे हैं और कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि एक फोटोग्राफ लें, क्योंकि एक ऐतिहासिक पल है जब नई संसद की शुरुआत होगी। कुछ ही देर प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी और स्पीकर ओम बिरला यहाँ पहुंचेंगे। इंडिया न्यूज दिल्ली। ये न्यूज़ की टीम इस वक्त नए संसद परिसर में है। ये आप देखिए जहाँ पर हवन हुआ था प्रधानमंत्री और लोकसभा स्पीकर थे। अब यहाँ बारी बारी से सांसद आ रहे हैं और यहाँ पर हाथ जोड़ रहे हैं और यहाँ फोटो लगा रहे हैं। ये आप देखिए इस तरीके से जितने भी हैं वो सब एमपीज आ रहे हैं। पीछे आपको लेकर चलूंगा, अंदर भी लेकर चलूंगा, आपको जो नए द्वार हैं वो भी दिखाऊंगा, साथ ही साथ ये 3 चीज़ें लगाई जाती हैं। आप देखिए संसद के नवनिर्मित भवन का लोकार्पण नरेंद्र मोदी प्रधानमंत्री से करने द्वारा गरिमामयी प्रधानमंत्री ओम बिरला, इंग्लिश, हिंदी और ये देखिए संस्कृत तीनों में, यानी ये आज की ऐतिहासिक चीज़ है जो कि हमेशा हमेशा से रहेगी, क्योंकि इस इतिहास में दर्ज किया जाएगा कि आज प्रधानमंत्री और स्पीकर ओम बिरला ने नए संसद की शुरुआत की। आपको अंदर भी ले चलेंगे, नए द्वार भी दिखाएंगे, नए द्वार के नाम क्या है वो भी दिखाएंगे और अंदर की तस्वीरें भी दिखाएंगे। देखते रहिए।
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.